So, if anyone wants agenda,
Do you want the agenda?
okay.
Tell me when I'm
Okay, yeah.
Afternoon. Okay.
Okay, so it's been a while. I am calling this meeting to order. Okay, so first we need to approve the December minutes.
I have a copy here if anyone wants to look at them.
and
I
then-
reviewed them online and I didn't have any problems, but I heard.
Jane made a few corrections. that are
Yes, I
already in
saw
there.
her corrections. So I saw her corrections and I didn't have
Okay.
any other additional corrections after that.
Karen, it's 14,176 for Homeland. And that's after PayPal took its chunk.
Okay, great, thank you.
Okay, so do we have a motion to approve the December minutes?
Sure. I motion to approve the December minutes.
And I'll second it.
Okay, we have a second. So all in favor? Wait, do we have to do that? I forgot.
Yeah. Jenny, how are you?
Do we need to do that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Who seconded
All,
though? Sorry.
Karen
Okay.
did.
All right.
So all in favor of approving the minutes? Members?
Yes,
Any opposed? No. Okay. So the December minutes are approved, and those are online on our website. Okay. Let's see, reports of officers. So treasurer's report?
Dun, 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 dun. That's me. So taxes were filed and paid for. Hartway and Brashears put them through last week, and it was $536 to have the taxes done, which is fine with me, because that means it's a professional who did it, and I am not responsible.
Who was it? Someone Brashear?
Hartway and Brashears. We had some mad money expenditures last month, not a whole bunch. Trying to see what else here. We got our $200 check for the park testing from
NMPTA?
NMPTA. And then as far as money expenditures, we haven't really had any, but we do have some, what are they called?
grants?
Grants coming up. Are we going to do those now or in a little bit?
Later.
So that's it.
That's it. Okay. And I will postpone my report first so we can get to our guests. Membership report?
We have no new members for January,
Okay.
and we already did. We had one for December
Yes, I saw
that was
check
reported
went
in
through.
December.
Okay. And I guess we don't, Ms. Sky is out today and her spokesperson, Mrs. Altier, is not here. So we will skip that for now. Okay. So then I have Nan Holmes from the middle school PTO is visiting us.
Hello. So I'm here to just let you know about the PTO and hopefully recruit. All of our current officers are graduating with their 8th graders, so there'll be no one left to run the shop. And let me tell you some of the things that our PTO, not a PTA, but our PTO has done. We have a working budget with a bank balance of around $16K. And we have a CD at LAMB around 10, and that's the money they've been able to pull off and save. The $16K is used to reimburse teachers, but something like Mad Money, what you do, up to $150 per year, and we also take additional requests. We host 2 appreciation events a year for the teachers. One is a potluck in December, and we also do giveaways with gift cards and different things. The teachers really enjoy that. Let's see, our May event is a catered event with additional items from parents, and we split the cost with administration. We spend money on student needs, for example, playground needs, science fair prizes, books, and end of the year party. That's the 8th grade promotion party that we have. And we're also going to be putting money in. We're also going to be involved with the remodel of the teacher's lounge and the music room, along with that's part of our capital projects. And we should tell you also that they're going to be remodeling, and I think we're going to add a mural to it, but they're going to be remodeling the cafeteria as well. And that's all coming out.
Was that
So
not
it's
new
very
when they
exciting.
did the?
No, it is not.
Okay.
So some of that is funded by the PTO and some by the district?
Some will be by the district. Yeah. And so the primary way that we raise money is a no-sell fundraiser, which is really simple, and the parents have responded positively to it. We also do Smith's Bucks and Amazon Smile. The no-sell fundraiser, we just send a flyer home with each student and ask people to donate. And we encourage the students to bring those back either with a promise or with a check by doing a donut day. So that's it. Did anyone have any questions?
We want to do a armchair fundraiser as well in the spring to try to generate the last 5K for the playground equipment here. So that's good to know that you guys have had positive responses to it.
Yes, I think people get a little tired of buying
Stuff.
stuff.
So you just send a letter home? Can you
Yep,
send?
beginning of the year.
Yeah, send me.
Can you send a copy of that to
Sure.
her?
Just what it looks like.
She can
Yeah, sure.
see the wording, make sure that we get a positive response.
Yeah, right.
It might still be on the middle school website.
Probably,
Okay.
it might be. Yeah. But I could, yeah, sure.
So
Thank you,
if
Karen.
people are interested, they could contact
They can
you?
contact me.
Okay.
And my email is nancyholmes@aol.com. And my cell is 690-3197.
So I'm also the 6th grade rep for the school right now, so I guess all the parents will be
Contacting you.
technically, so I guess I should probably be sending that out.
It's real low stress, kind of a commitment. We meet twice a month. Right now, the way they're set up is we have one meeting at noon and then one meeting at 3:30. And that's to accommodate, different sets of parents and their schedules. So, but with all new officers, y'all can do anything you want. So hopefully people will be willing to do this. It's a lot of money to, figure out how to use and make sure that someone's there to take care
Do
of
you get
things.
that much money from parents just to send in a check?
Some of it is also United Way. We also have United Way donations coming in as well.
So you get United Way from the lab type
Yes.
parents donating, picking the school as the sponsor. Okay, so it's
As
a
well
lot of
as-
money to come in.
As well as, like I said, Smith's Bucks, and we get Amazon Smile as well.
So you're a 501c.
Yes.
obviously.
Just at the time that Will started middle, so I still have a middle schooler. And I guess it's been 5 years since Will started middle school. And at that time, there wasn't really a PTO. And so this has been organized, made into a 501c3
So all Kelly done.
and collected the money all in the time that, my oldest came to middle school.
It's
And
about
in
5
fact,
years.
maybe, yeah.
It's about 5 years now.
So,
when they
so
did all
the
of
amount
this.
of work that has come, and I think it's been made a positive impact on the middle school, because there was a group of parents that met then, but we didn't handle any money.
Right.
And so anyway,
It's that feedback with the teachers and being able to help the teachers and let them know that they're appreciated. That's a big piece of
Oh,
it.
sure. Yeah.
so if we can get some sixth grade parents to, that would be great. I mean, I'll still be a parent at the middle school for one more year, but I can't.
You have more,
But you
too much
can't
on your
anyway. I
plate.
don't think.
Or you can't because you're school board.
Well, I just don't have the
Conflict of
time
interest.
to put into it. But anyway, it's been a good thing, and I hope it will continue. And
I hope so.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for
We'll get
having
the
me.
word
Appreciate
out.
Thank you.
So,
And we'll send you something that you can put on your website.
Okay.
Some information.
Okay.
Pass it to them.
that sounds good.
Thanks.
Jane, I'm sorry. One thing with the treasurer's report, I forgot to say, because I guess it's completed now, is if you've been to the art room and seen the art room, it's done. It only took 3 years. But it's, they got the things to have her countertops in, and our money has gone to an art room.
no, it
We're on
was in
Daily
the LA
Post.
Daily Post. It was nice.
Yeah, it's nice. She has her sinks.
That's exciting.
Places to put things. What do you think of it? I know she's out right now, so she didn't see the last pieces of it, but
And they fix the things that.
I think that they I have not been down there since they
Okay.
fixed it, but it's supposed to be fixed by now.
I'll go down tomorrow.
Okay.
Last week with the snowstorm, I was a little.
And just another point, for anyone that has a high schooler, I'm also the chair of the Topper Advisory Council. And we're having a meeting this evening. The Topper Advisory Council gives us a chance to meet with the principal and just hear what's going on at the school and offer him our opinions. It's, again, low key, no stress group. We just kind of, it's a free form conversation. It's tonight from 5:30 to 7 o'clock at the IMC. Everyone is welcome. So if anyone would like to join us, I would encourage you to do that. Thank you.
I just want to point out, if you go to Los Alamos Middle School website and look under parent committees and organizations, the PTO section does have a link to their no self fundraiser sheet.
Okay.
Thank
If
you.
you're interested in seeing what that looks like and other information about the PTO.
Thank you.
Okay, let's move on. And we have Sherry Trottier
Yes.
here to talk about the scholarship committee.
So there's always seems to be change within officers and within your elementary group. And so I'm just here to say thank you, thank you, thank you that you continue to support the scholarship. The Mountain Scholarship at one time was the longest continuous group that provided a scholarship, but then there was a blip for a few years. And one of the things that you forget if you have only elementary kids is they oftentimes have siblings who continue coming here. We're now at a stage where a lot of the seniors that are applying for the scholarship, their parents went here and we're now on to their grandparents. So there is a real sense, yes, we have a real sense of community within, that Mountain Scholarship. The Mountain Scholarship is unique in that if you've ever sat on like another scholarship committee, basically you have the basic form. And the criteria is you look at their academic standing, you look at extracurricular activities, and you look at financial need, and you make an assessment from that. Our committee, well, first of all, we have two requirements that is a little different. One is we just ask for a short paragraph of, what is your goal for the future? What are you looking at doing? And then the unique piece is what is either a person or an experience at Mountain School that was unique, special for you. And it has been across the board. It's not just teachers. We've had IAs, we've had janitors, and continually it's special, unique experiences that make a difference in the lives of these kiddos who are now seniors getting ready to go on to college. And oftentimes it has been something that is pushing them in a new direction. We had one young lady where an IA helped her with her science fair project, and she decided to go on into kind of a specialized medical field because it just really touched her heart. But if it hadn't been for that assistant that she had gotten the help from, she probably wouldn't have done it. We had another young man who was very, very athletic. And through a staff member here, he started helping special needs kiddos with athletics and now is pursuing a career in special ed. So you just never know what will make that difference. One of the other things that makes our committee unique is we have 3 people on the committee, Susie Scalacci from PTA, Lori McEnroy, and our counselor, Jennifer. And then we have 3 people who are currently teachers at the high school, but they are former teachers and parents of Mountain students. They still live in Mountain District. And what they bring to the table, instead of just looking at this piece of paper and making decisions from that, they bring the information like, well, this student will come into a classroom on their own time and help the teacher, help the kiddos. This particular student, this was very interesting. A couple of years ago, her mother had developed a very serious illness on top of, having like a 3.5 and doing all these extracurricular activities, also had gotten a part-time job. Nowhere on that resume did it show us that information. But, these staff members were able to bring and say, do you realize what this person is doing? They really help out in being aware of students that are getting like large scholarships from other areas. And even though, we may have narrowed it like to like our top 6, and when someone says, well, keep in mind, this person is getting this very large scholarship. This person who's equally qualified isn't getting any. And so that helps us in weighing and trying to balance it out. But it really does make a difference for all of these kiddos. We try to look also for the kiddos who are just really great students, but they're maybe not the 4.0. And I have to tell you, anybody that, you can ask Susie, knowing a lot of these kids, it is so hard making this decision. And each year we've had more and more. Last year, I think we had 17 applicants. And every one of them you look at, you go, good kid, good kid, good kid. It really is hard to narrow it down to 2, but we appreciate so much that you continue to fund and support this.
So we award 2 scholarships, and for how much each?
$500.
Have the number of applicants increased over the year?
Yeah. And, anybody that has ever had a kiddo as a high school senior, this town is very generous with a lot of scholarships, but everyone is different. So you can't just, give the same resume naturally to everyone. You have to tweak it for each organization. So it takes a lot of time.
You have a call for the scholarship out right now, correct?
So it takes real time and effort on their part to go and apply. And so, but yeah, that number has increased each year.
Thank you. Thank you for the update. Okay. Let's see. So next, just wanna. Oh, what happened? We are forming a nominating committee for the PTA officer elections.
Yeah.
Yes.
You could. Well,
Okay.
it has to be
Let's see. So
3 people though.
we have
She read that.
2 officers who are leaving, myself and Kristen. And we have Julia and Karen who are willing to run again. So we need 2 more people.
2 more people.
I have
Well,
to switch positions though.
Yeah.
Right.
So, so if you know people who are interested, do we want to formally form a nominating committee for this?
Do we have any PTA members here?
I think Ms. Kay writes the PTO. She
Yeah.
just left.
But I get to decide?
Yeah. You can pick your.
Well, Nan brought up that you can also run on one of your other colleagues.
Well, I mean, what's the difference if you have a nominating committee or you don't? I mean, do
So
you have to have one?
So in our standing,
In the
we don't-
bylaws,
well, we're supposed,
you're supposed to. I've never seen it done that way.
Yeah.
Usually it's the executive committee. It's just by default. It's just by the
Oh.
executive committee. So.
Okay.
Well, that's poor soul who decides that they're willing to try.
I
Well,
would
no, but-
suggest that you, however, I know you guys communicate in a lot of ways, put a little plug in their newsletter and inviting their parents to do this.
I think that's a great idea. We need some younger blood, personally.
Yeah. And the lower, you mean
She was
like
just here.
younger parents of younger grades or you mean
Yes.
younger people?
Yes, because her oldest is now going into 4th grade, right?
Mhm.
And my youngest is going into 4th grade.
Yeah.
So,
K through 3, those.
and then Karen's already done it. Yeah.
Committed ourselves to it.
We want some first, second grade parents to be lovely, 3rd grade parents.
So which offices are open? Because you were saying that you two were switching.
Right. So yeah,
That
we
needs to be.
we think we have a treasurer out there.
Yeah.
And
I'm not
Well-
gonna leave.
and so she
Karen said she would be president.
and she'll be vice
I'll do
president.
VP.
We just need a secretary.
Also,
'Cause I'm,
That shouldn't be too hard.
No.
I'm
Yeah,
dyslexic. I'm not
if you
going to
put the
write minutes.
Yeah, the person who I have in mind has already verbally committed to it, so, but yeah.
Get that
I
right.
got
I know
it.
that she's just not here, so I'm
Okay.
hoping she'll come.
All right, so I
She
guess we'll
helped
move
out
on. So I just want to follow up last month, no, wait, not last month,
2 months ago.
December. Marilyn, our librarian, and Lorraine Whalen gave us a presentation about digital citizenship. And so they were encouraging us to have some kind of parent program because they already have for the students. And so I just wanted to follow up that we felt that we were too busy to do that. But I contacted the head of Family Strengths Network to see if they might be interested in offering some kind of program for parents to educate parents about what they should, how they should supervise their children's
Social media.
internet, cell phone, all that stuff. So she was interested, but it hasn't gone further than that. So if you know anyone who might be able to teach or lead such a program,
So actually, I know you were there several years ago,
the one that was here,
the one that was here, and the librarian at the middle school,
uh-huh.
Lisa Whitaker did it, right? And it was really great. Of course, so much has changed since how many years?
That's a big concern of hers, like something that she does a lot with middle school students too, so.
Is she still there?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe
we can
she
get
could
her in touch
do a
with Family
program or
Strengths.
something.
Yeah,
Okay.
also the LAPD, that makes me sound so efficient. They did a presentation for the staff here.
Oh.
And they do a really good job. It's
Oh,
very,
okay.
very helpful.
Okay. Okay. So, and then just to recap, we had a parent park info table at the science fair. So, and we've received the $200 check from NMPTA for holding that event. Let's see, so did you want to mention anything about the CIP?
Help me with the.
Yeah,
Well, we
county.
were the county.
Because Kristen.
The county.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Kristen,
I am a military spouse. I have lots of acronyms. That one I did not recognize. Yes, so if you haven't been involved or sat in on any of the CIP meetings, there are still some left. There's one on February 9th, February 11th, February 19th, and February 23rd about the capital improvement projects. And it's how they're, whether or not they're going to put like an ice skating rink in or a recreation center, leisure pool, that kind of stuff. And if you don't go talk about it, then we will end up with another golf course. Oh, sorry. Or something that you don't want. So I have a little flyer here.
Somebody's gonna end up with something they don't want.
Yeah, right. That's always how it is. But
You're basically, yeah, you're absolutely right. Someone gets something that they want and someone gets something that they don't.
Everything that I've seen suggested, there's somebody out there who doesn't want it, so.
you want a hockey rink. I know you do, Karen Dolan.
I know, I don't want them to cover the one we've got.
No, I don't think that's a
Just 'cause
great
I love
idea.
it outside.
You know, if they had a
That's just
second,
me.
but if they had a second sheet of ice, they could practice in the summertime.
Yeah.
And then they could be just killer.
Okay, so
Yeah.
is that good?
That's good.
Okay, let's see how are we doing on time. Okay. So let's see what's next. Parent teacher conference day lunches. So we still have a lot of slots. For items for the lunches for this Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I think we'll ask Mrs. Guy if she could send out.
Yeah, in the past, we've sent it to all the parents because there's a lot of people that like to do this that aren't necessarily in PTA, and it gets
Okay.
filled up pretty well.
My understanding from our small meeting the other Monday before the snow, that you're gonna be out of town and you can't.
I'm going to be
Be
out of town. Yeah,
We need
so I
someone to
can't
make
do
sure
the
to clean up,
setups.
is that correct?
Kristen
Uh,
signed up for one
Wednesday
day.
morning, or for I can do Wednesday before 2:00. So I will take care of setting up on Wednesday, but as far as the other days. we're
It's
gonna
on
get
the
set
sign up, so parents can sign up for that, but typically it's been the officers that
Okay.
just came in and
I'm in town,
cleaned up.
Yeah, I'm in town too.
so
So-
I'll stop.
Okay.
I'll definitely be stopping by.
Yeah. So I figured we
I'll
just
yeah.
fill in for what other people don't sign up for.
And I have a $10 check from somebody who's donating money instead of
Food.
Food. Do we
Okay.
know what our supplies are
It
like?
looks like we needed some desserts.
I don't know. I
and
haven't checked in there in a
cheese
while.
on Frito pie
So,
day.
yeah, but we could get paper goods with that, or
Okay.
there's several things like shredded cheese or shredded
Yeah, right.
lettuce. If no one signs up,
Okay.
we could use that for.
I have a bag of shredded cheese. I can
Okay.
get that. Hey, me.
Okay, so let's move on to grant requests
Okay.
before we go to fundraisers.
So 3 grant requests. Candace, since you're here, would you like to do your grant request?
Sure.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun-dun-dun. So, in January, I took over Drama Club because the lady who was doing it left us. And we would like to put on a play in probably May, and we need money to buy a script. And I found a really great one online for $66. My grant request is for $100 to cover any other costuming or sets or anything like that that we need. And it's not going to be a play like in the gym for the whole school because these kids are young and nobody can hear. So it's going to be in the music room, and it's going to be kind of like first come, first serve. I think we'll probably put it on for, I'm thinking 4 classes will fit in there. So probably maximum of 8 classes, like two different sittings. And there are about 25 kids in Drama Club. They're surprisingly only about 15 of them wanted speaking parts. Find a Drama Club if you don't want to talk. But, there's a lot of other things.
So they
to be
wanted to
done,
maybe
so.
stage and.
Looks like even.
We have a Drama Club, yes.
What grades is that open to?
It's open to 4th through 6th.
That's
Yeah.
why I didn't know.
Yeah, I'm not there yet.
So that's it. $100 is my request.
We have the money for it, so
I think,
I think it's
do we
I
vote
think
for it?
I think this is a good investment.
We'll
Do we vote for it?
Well, are there any questions? I'd like to know, are you allowed to say what the script is?
Yeah, let's see. I can never remember the exact name of it. So did I write it in here? Yeah, it's called Aesop's Famous Fables and
Oh.
Twisted Tales. It's a script of 4 different little fables, although it's one big play. But and it's funny. It's one of the reasons I picked it is because it really gets a lot of audience interaction. Like the characters talk to the audience and get them to say things and
Yeah.
stuff. I think it'll definitely be more popular with the younger kids than say the 6th graders, but it's very cute.
So
So it was $100, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
I think
I
that's
just wanna make sure.
not a problem.
if there, yeah,
I move to accept the
Yay.
grant request for Mrs. Favorite's Drama Club.
okay, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay. We'll go with
You're
Karen.
typing.
Okay, so all in favor?
Bye.
Any opposed? Okay, grant approved.
Yay!
All right.
Just submit your receipts.
I
I
will
shall
do
pay
that,
them.
yes.
Okay, and then the second one is for reading night. They want $1,400. My only Sig's not here, but my only stipulation with that one is that we have $1,400 in Scholastic bucks. I'm sorry, $400 in Scholastic bucks. So if we can, the budget is for $1,000 for reading night. If we can use our $400 from Scholastic bucks, then we can cover all the books. If we aren't, then we have to take money out of the educational grant
Is
piece.
there any reason why we they can't use the Scholastic dollars?
Sometimes,
I can
isn't
tell
it that
you
they,
everything.
I'm sorry?
I can tell you a reason. When you get Scholastic books,
Yeah.
it's great if the book fair is here,
Yeah.
and then you can take the books from the book fair and use the Scholastic books. But otherwise, you're limited to a specific catalog, and so if she has things that she wants to buy, it's probably not going to be in the Scholastic book catalog,
Okay.
and so you can't just pick any Scholastic book.
But it is the same week as the book fair.
So she could,
So she could
pick out the
pull
books.
the books that are actually here. That is my understanding.
Okay.
Yeah.
As long as she gets the books she wants come with the book fair delivery.
And I don't know if there's a way, like for Maryland to request certain books
Yeah.
for the book fair. If there is, then that would work out really well because I think you can just take them.
Can you use the Scholastic dollars at the warehouse in Albuquerque?
Probably.
I think they've done that before in the past. haven't they?
I feel like they have, but I don't know.
I know I taught school you could, but that was in Utah. I assume all
probably a
the
better
warehouses are the same.
Yeah.
So
So let's see if they can
do that.
do that, because I'd rather not go over what we have budgeted.
What
Yeah,
is
right,
the
no, I agree.
goal for reading that? Are they giving every kid a book?
Yeah, that's what they.
That's what they did last year.
That's what. Yeah, they like to give every kid a book for summer reading.
So even if they're not coming to reading night, they actually going to get a book.
They
from their
give them
teacher.
out at the, yeah.
And you can get, if she doesn't have like set things in mind, you can get some good things because they have like a
Like value
value pack
Yeah.
or whatever, and they're fine. It's just if you have specific things in mind,
Right.
it's not going to work.
The damaged books are pretty good too, because they're not really that damaged. Like the
Right.
spine is bent a little bit, or they're scratched on the covers, but
Right.
they give you good deals, and you can get them like grade specific.
So the issue last year was that the older kids, what came from Scholastic was not necessarily what the older kids wanted to read. But I think with only a third of the budget being pulled from Scholastic dollars, that still gives her $1,000 to kind of work with finding something for the older kids that Scholastic may not be able to provide. But I think it'll be fine, but I still want to talk to her and find out, or Mrs. Guy or Mrs. Altair or whoever.
So is that money that she's requesting, that's only for those, that doesn't include the food and all that?
The food is a different budget. Yep.
Okay, so at this point, what, do we need to talk more before voting?
Yeah, I would say
Okay.
'cause the stipulation is whether or not we have to have $400 come from a different fund than what was budgeted
So
for.
we need more
Reading.
information. We can't
Yeah,
move to
okay.
accept it.
So if we can't use Scholastic, then we would take 400 from educational grants.
Right.
Okay.
And just as a point of clarification, if you already have a budget item that's been approved,
Yeah.
then she doesn't really necessarily need an
Oh, to a
educational
grant.
grant request.
But she was
except
going
for what
over.
she's over.
She's,
Yeah, right.
she's
So
requesting.
I'm just saying, if you
over,
need to
right.
vote, you don't necessarily need to vote on the full
No.
1,400, because you've already got that budgeted and approved.
Yeah,
Sure.
but
It's
It's the
just-
extra
yeah, it's
400
the
that you
extra
need to
400.
Okay,
approve.
That's exactly.
okay,
That would be my interpretation.
okay,
But that's why we need her to be here.
okay,
So,
okay, and then you have one more?
and the last one is the fifth grade girls have gotten an invitation to go to the Expanding Your Horizons Women in Engineering Conference at the beginning of March. It is a free event, from what I can understand, where all we essentially have to do is provide transportation. But turns out the lab will reimburse us as well for sending them. So we kind of just need a front to.
It's just
them there.
fifth grade girls.
So
Yeah, it's-
it's
Women
women's
in
in
engineering.
engineering.
I understand the women. I know women of engineering. I remember them, but I'm just saying, just the fifth grade
Miss
girls.
Guy has something planned for the boys
Okay.
that day, involving JAB or something
Oh,
like that.
J-Jab.
JJAB, yeah. So the boys are being
Treated
educated
as
in that
well.
way, and the girls are doing that.
When is it? It's
I think it's the first Friday in March. So.
okay.
So are you saying that we pay for the buses and then the lab's going to reimburse?
Yes,
us?
so it's going to be a zero sum, but we have to front the money to get reimbursed, which
And
I
how
think is
much?
a fantastic. I think it's like $376 for the bus.
It's Tuesday.
It's March 4th.
It's March 4th. I thought it was-
That's like a Friday.
It's the first Friday
Yeah.
of March.
That's right.
I will be there volunteering. So
Okay,
if your children are
so,
afraid, I will.
So 376 for the bus.
That's yes,
Okay.
but the lab will be reimbursing us.
okay, so we need to have a motion?
The one person doesn't like techno nonsense. 376 more.
So do we have a motion to approve this grant request?
So moved.
Okay, a second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Yay!
So do we need to pay for what the boys need to do?
Any opposed?
So we didn't ask.
Okay.
Okay, no opposed.
It's because PTA is the arbiter of all field trips.
Right, but I just want to make sure that the boys get something too, because it's just kind of like,
But we're not paying
Should they-
for
I
it.
know, but if they need money,
They
if she need money,
write a
for
grant
that.
request. We are happy to.
I will note it in the minutes.
Yeah.
They
They will,
not-
not,
it
they will
should
not
do
be
something.
denied.
this affirmative action has to be fair.
Okay. Okay, so going on to the last item
Two
is
boys.
spring fundraisers. And so we'd like to get fundraise that last amount for the new playground equipment. And Ms. Guy is still working out with the district to have some funds returned to the school to help pay for that playground equipment that's to replace the climbing
That's being condemned.
that is condemned.
Yeah, right.
And to see if
here's
the
Siggy.
district will pay for the removal and installation. And so we're looking at trying to fundraise maybe like $5,500 more. And so some ideas we had were to try to sell the rest of the t-shirts with sending home a flyer to parents so they could just send a check and order, and we give the t-shirt to the kids so that they don't need to come to school to purchase a shirt.
I went through the t-shirt cabinet with Miss Guy, and there's not many t-shirts. I mean,
Really?
literally, there's not. She said that there's kids coming in here wanting to buy t-shirts, and there's not the size for them. And the sweatshirts are not the size that they
Everything
want.
that's in there is in there, and I mean there were at least like 20 of each size.
Yeah, but
Last time I checked.
there's parents coming in. Miss Guy has talked to them, and they don't have it. They can't come home. They can't leave with
Oh.
a t-shirt.
So
Or
is
the
it-
pants. There's
is-
no pants
So
for the
there's
kids.
so none of that, the pants or the hats or any of that
Right.
stuff is left.
But there's t-shirts there, and there's
Abe-
kids that are who
Avery
parents
designed
are
them
wanting to
and ordered
buy,
some last year.
and there's none
But-
for them to take home. They,
We need to talk to you about where you guys got your stuff, because the quality of things that you guys had were much nicer and better
Oh, really?
than the things that we
It's
were.
Santa Fe screen printers, and
Yeah.
they're in this little, it's off of Siler Road. It's kind
No.
of,
Or the
it's
nursery,
right
like-
by the bowling alley in Santa
Okay.
Fe, that area.
Same
Kind of hard to
thing.
find, but once you find it, they're very easy to work with.
Okay,
They have all of the designs and stuff, and
Okay.
so I would just call them or email them and place the order and go pick it up. And
Okay.
it's pretty easy.
let's do
Okay.
that, because yeah, we've tried the local route and it's not working.
Well, but do we want to buy more of the existing one or
but
wait
she
till
wants,
the
yeah,
contest?
I think that we should do the contest personally.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious about the fact that there's not that many T-shirts left, because revenue would not
Doesn't show that.
reflect that there
well, I
is-
went through it with Miss Guy last Monday.
Okay.
When, or Tuesday,
Okay,
today the band thing happened.
I just wonder if they're disappearing.
Yeah, and there, it was, she's like, we went through the sizes and we organized it, and there wasn't
Okay.
that many. And she also thought that the color selection, some of the kids
So
don't want.
the color selection is
They don't
different.
want the gray.
Okay, so now that's a different that is
That's
a
a different
different
issue.
issue, because the issue is that we only purchased gray T-shirts last year, because that's yes.
Out of our hands.
Yeah, it was yeah.
She, I would think, but the kid, she
They
said
want the
kid-
mountain color,
They want
right?
the mountain color
Black,
shirt,
they
and
want
she,
red.
and she also thought a color T-shirt contest was a great idea.
Yeah, so I agree. I think then maybe we should push that up. and
But they
make
did,
that
but I
sooner.
do recall they said that, and even the staff, she stated wanted some stuff.
Okay.
I don't know what stuff the staff
Then
wants.
we'll talk to her and find out. What,
Your staff.
gray sweatshirt. I love it.
I'm not selling. I was just talking to her to find
Yeah.
out what
Okay.
was in there.
Then sounds like
But
we need to
yeah,
find out.
so our idea was, so we have in the past had the Fun Run logo contest. And so we were thinking, instead of specifically Fun Run, just a t-shirt contest that could be for the school and for the Fun Run use, to promote the Fun Run.
And so we did, okay, I'm dating myself. But like 12, 13 years ago. Well, my kid was in kindergarten. My oldest was in kindergarten. They had a thing where they took several different kids' designs
mountain
of
lion
mountain
ones?
lions and
Yeah.
placed them all together and made like a collage of mountain lions and paw prints and whatever.
Uh-huh,
And that was really cute too.
yeah,
So
I
you
liked
can
that
include a
one.
lot of kids if,
Instead of just
If you
one.
only get 10 entries, you put 10 together and
Yeah.
everybody went.
But
We had like
Right.
100 last
we had
year.
100
Yeah,
entries
seriously,
for
man,
the
they
fun run.
But the thing is that you have an annual T-shirt and then you have an
Yeah,
annual
yeah.
song. So okay,
Okay,
I don't
So when do we want to do the contest if we want this to be the spring fundraiser?
yeah,
like,
like
starting tomorrow.
yeah.
How much money do we make selling t-shirts?
Not a
I think,
lot.
but I think if we did it
$1,000.
effectively, we could. Like,
Yeah.
if it just comes home on a sheet and I can just like blanket order for my whole family, I would definitely get more than like
Having to come
having
to
to come
school.
in here and
Yeah.
pick out sizes.
'Cause, yeah,
I don't know.
the fun run took
but
the-
There are other
marketing.
options also.
It's like a
There's a website which is called like School Identity Store.
Uh-huh.
And you work with them and you send them logos and then they can take that logo and people order online, custom print. And then they give you, I can't remember what the cut is, it's 10 to 15%.
I love this.
But then, like if I want a sweatshirt, if I want that logo on a black
Oh,
sweatshirt, I can
yeah.
order that. Or if I want a red sweatshirt.
That's like what Miss Guy was talking about. She
I
wanted to do
love
and
because
then
the
it's all
staff
online.
wanted some coats, like
Yeah.
hood fleece things.
Yeah.
Some of the staff mentioned that.
We just, because we
I
just
guess-
did it for our hockey team and
That's what some of the
And
new
like,
staff.
so
want.
the team themselves got all matching jackets, so you could do that for staff. But then they also took those logos and put it on a store, so parents, it's like a spirit store.
Yeah.
Parents can order, beanies and sweatshirts and t-shirts and polo shirts, all with the same logo. You can do screen print or embroidery, depending
Uh-huh.
on what you want to do and what price point you want to hit. And then you get a cut back.
I love this idea.
And
This
Yeah,
sounds
she found it.
fabulous.
There it is.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, okay.
And,
And you like the quality?
School identity.
Yeah.
The quality was good?
we had one parent got their stuff printed on the wrong color shirt, but other than that, everything it came out nice.
Let's do that. That
But,
would
and then
really
you don't have to
inventory.
maintain an inventory, but then
exactly
parents
it.
have to know to order it. Like if there's an
Ah,
event, like
yeah,
Fun Run
yeah.
might be a different situation. They have to know that they have to order it in time to get it for that.
I think
Or
getting emails from the teachers and Miss Guy will be the best way, communication. So
yeah,
Rumor goes around fast enough. People figure it out. But I like not having inventory. I love that idea. That sounds
We
fantastic.
use Cafe Press for our band, and it's a similar
Similar,
kind of
yeah.
thing. And it's great because you don't have to do anything other than set it up, and then
Right.
people
Uh-huh.
go on and order. They get it shipped to them. You don't have to do anything.
right. And Custom Ink does it too. Yeah,
Yay.
where you just set it up and people go on and order.
I
You
will.
don't have-
I will personally investigate this because this is something that I.
You all were talking about the No Cell fundraiser earlier that the middle
Uh-huh.
school does. I mean, would you guys consider doing that as well this spring?
We are doing that this
You
spring.
are doing
Yeah,
that. Okay, I
yeah.
missed
We
that
call
part
it.
of
We
it.
call it the armchair fundraiser.
Yes.
Where I'm from, where all you do is
Uh-huh.
write a check while you sit.
And
in your
that's
chair.
my favorite kind. I mean,
Yes.
as a parent, it's the best.
and that's the goal is to pay for the playground equipment.
Yeah.
So basically, that fundraiser
Specifically.
will be going
Yeah.
towards. So we don't take any more money out of anybody else's
right,
to
right.
pay for because we want to make sure it's paid.
Why, hello. I'm glad you're here.
Yes, I am. I'm sorry. I'm middle school. Nothing,
Okay.
actually.
Don't tell me, don't look at me.
I like that.
My child is going to stay at Mountain School forever.
Okay.
Not going.
Well,
No, it's
so,
just time out. We're just meeting with the middle school just to chit chat. Nothing specific.
So we were asking about the educational grant request, and we're happy to pay for the $1,000 for the for just the books piece of the reading night.
Okay.
We as a PTA have $400 in Scholastic bucks
Okay.
could that supplementary $400 be from Scholastic, or does it? Otherwise, we have to just get it from a different fund, which is called the Educational Grant Fund.
What can you guys do? Because we actually try to buy a book for every single student.
Yeah, right.
So, I mean, I think $1,000 is a good amount
Right.
for purchasing the books, because what we really try to do for the upper grades, and hopefully every child will benefit,
Right.
is we really try to buy some newer, more current books that we can't always get from Scholastic dollars. I mean, we can access that fund, but it's limited what they offer. So that's kind of why we ask for
So,
that.
but if you have $1,000 in cash and you have $400 in Scholastic bucks, is that okay breakdown?
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
so
is
that-
that what you're saying?
yeah, that's what I meant.
14, okay,
Yeah.
sorry, I thought you meant like, instead of $1,000.
No, no, no.
You'll just give us 600.
Yes.
and then
No,
use
no, no.
So 1,000 in
400.
cash, 400 in
Yes, that'd be
Scholastic bucks,
great.
and maybe use a,
Great.
for the younger kids, the
Yes,
Scholastic
yes,
bucks, the
that's-
older
yes,
kids,
That's
stuff.
generally what we
Okay.
do.
That'll,
That's
that'll
okay.
work out. So then we don't need to vote for it,
No, we don't.
because
What
it's,
about the
I wondered
four
if it was a
Scholastic
line item.
dollars?
it's a line item in the
Hold on.
400, we just
You don't-
moved the
you don't need to
Scholastic bucks
vote
over
to
to
give it
you.
to her?
No, because it was appropriated to her last year.
Oh,
The $400, like, because that was whenever they asked me at the end of the book fair last year how much we wanted in Scholastic dollars,
Oh.
I said they double it. So I said
Yeah.
$200, and they're like,
Yeah.
okay, well now you have $400.
yeah.
I have no idea how to get the $400.
Yeah.
I'm guessing Maryland does.
Maryland
Yeah.
does.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the other question was is that it's the reading. The book fair is going to be the same week as reading night.
Yes.
So then you'll be able to select the books you want from
From the
what,
fair.
what comes from the fair, or
Well, we've done it, typically, we've ordered them beforehand, so
Okay.
that we have them.
to make
for
sure.
that
Yeah,
night.
right.
So we just use Scholastic dollars, we go into what they offer.
Okay. Okay. But it's not too inconvenient.
No.
Well, my next question is that next year should we set it up the same way, like still get $400 or $400 in Scholastic bucks and $1,000 for cash? Or-
If that's okay for PTA.
Okay, so that would be okay for you for next year as well.
Sure.
So then we'll just
Okay,
continue this.
So we don't need to vote.
Yep, we're good.
Okay.
It's good to go.
So
It's
just
in place.
going back to the fundraisers,
Thank you.
so do we want to try to combine T-shirt sales with the armchair fundraiser? Like, so you just we send one thing out and say, hey, you can, or just totally
Look at
separate
Nan.
things.
She
I think you're
No,
confusing
no.
has a lot of
people.
Okay,
experience.
too
I would just do it
confusing?
separate.
Okay.
Simpler is better.
Okay.
I think T-shirts is separate because it's a contest and it's a
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine, just checking.
Do we
Um,
want to set up a timeline though for the contest? Like when we want to do it?
let's give ourselves a week to. How about after parent-teacher conferences, like next week? I have the form that I threw together for the
For
the fun
last
run.
year.
I can
Yeah.
reproduce that. real
Well,
quick.
so do we want to decide now, like, do we want to say, hey, Mountain Lions, we want
Right.
Mountain Lions? Or we just want to leave it open? Like, because for the fun run, we had the theme, Fire Up
I
Your
think it
Feet.
probably should just be like the paws and the mountain lions and the fun stuff, because I think there's lots of stuff you can do with mountain lions.
Right, so should we say that?
yeah, like
Let's do Mountain Lions.
Mountain Elementary School shirt.
Okay. And, okay, so just
And
one
do
other
your-
Yeah.
fundraiser to see if you guys were interested. So, anybody familiar with Tea Collection? It's
Clothes.
children's
Oh,
clothes. So if anyone, you want to pass that over?
It's a,
They specialize in
your kids are going to.
like internationally inspired designs. So like Indonesian or African, in their prints and things like that. And it's for up to size 12. And so I got introduced to them from a friend. Their preschool did it. And so it's very easy. They only do it once a year. Tea Collection offers this, where you get a code, and so people who order that week, that's the only time they can order, they get free shipping, 15% off, and they donate a percentage to us. So I think
It seems like, I mean, the
we
clothes-
get 15% of the order total donated to our school. So, but it's coming up soon. The week is
the 29th.
the February 22nd to 29th. So you have to be a 501c3, and we are. And so you just apply online, and then all we do is send an email out to people saying, hey, you can order, you get this deal, and the PTA gets 15%.
I think a lot of girls, kids around the school wear the clothes already.
Yeah.
So it's just
Yeah.
high quality. It's
The
pretty good
prices are better looking
quality.
at the
No, yeah, a lot of the little girls in the school. I don't know. Boys probably
They have
They have
cute boys
they have
clothes.
I know. I would buy boys' clothes, but my boys end up having holes in their pants anyway. So
But so it's a really easy fundraiser. What do you guys think?
I think it's an
So
easy
this
one.
is like in addition to the other
In addition,
fundraisers?
yeah. And it's just this one week in February.
and we just send out an email out to
Yeah.
the parents,
Yep.
and it can go to the whole school, not just to the
PTA.
PTA members.
Yeah, or anybody.
It's
You
a-
can send it to your friends.
A clothing store called T, and they do kids clothing, and we can get 15% for if they buy for a 7-day period, within that 7-day time period.
Yeah.
A simple way to earn money without my
Yeah.
kid. Just free shipping and 15% off.
Yeah,
I might buy
yeah.
a couple for my nieces, you know.
So
I'm good with it.
do we vote for that, or is
How
that
are
required?
you gonna get the word out? Because you have to do that. They have
Just
to start
email.
shopping by the 22nd.
Just
Yeah.
email.
Who's gonna email?
Miss,
Miss
we
Guy.
have to have Miss
We
Guy.
have
do
to
that.
ask Miss Guy.
She's the one with all the power.
I know. She doesn't do it very often, so
I'm guessing Wednesday
Can
we
you
can
do-
ask her.
okay.
When
rather
James
than
back.
have her send it out with her monthly
No.
newsletter.
No,
because-
no.
okay.
Yeah.
Those
Has to be a
things- those-
separate-
Whenever she does that, then I lose track
Yeah.
of what.
Yeah, I don't think it should be
Again,
the
ask teachers to put it out, because the thing is that, I mean, the more ways it goes out, the better, because some
Uh-huh.
people don't read, like,
Yeah.
Mrs. Guy's emails or whatever. so.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like if the third grade teachers have a nice newsletter, I get. So I think
I
that's great.
think third and below,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the teachers all send out, so you'll at least get that chunk of the school.
And that's where the kids are probably cute and need to have cute
Right.
clothes.
I still like them.
Exactly, right? Yeah.
My kids are not cute anymore.
Yeah, and I'll put it on Facebook.
Aw.
That's
I'm kidding.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you. So do we need to vote for that, or we just can do it?
It's a fundraiser.
Okay.
It's, I don't.
It's not like
Yeah, it's not an
allocated
action
money.
item
We're not
or a
allocating, we're
different
not spending
item.
money, we're trying to
Okay.
make money.
And I just want to mention we got a thank you card
Yay.
from a science fair recipient.
Yay.
So
So nice.
she said, "Thanks for the support with the science fair." Rusty Strauss. So okay, I think that's
No,
it.
Fair.
Miss Altier's here.
Oh, I'm
How
sorry.
did science fair go?
I think it was a great success. I think we had a lot of participants this year, and we had a lot of kids going to the regionals. Success.
Do you have any receipts for me?
I haven't gotten it together yet.
Okay. All right.
Pauline to finally do this.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I got to do that.
Okay.
Did you have a report from Miss Guy?
No,
Oh,
she
okay.
was sort of, all of this sort of happened late last night with her son.
Okay.
So I haven't talked to her or anything.
Okay.
so.
Okay. Okay.
So then,
Then I think that's it. And our next meeting is Monday, March 7th, the usual 12:10.
yay.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming, everyone.
When we finally get the two names of it.